Using AI can make you more efficient, whether it's researching something, whether it's using it for emails, wherever it's writing something. You might be trying to create some terms and conditions or a privacy policy. There is so much that it can help you with, and if it can save you time, then it's 100% saving you money. Hi, and welcome to the Small Business Podcast for small businesses, where we share tips, information, interview other small business owners. If you'd like to be on the podcast, get in touch, and also share our own experiences so you can hopefully learn from them. So I want to say failures, but they've not been failures, but we share from things that we've learned. So hopefully you don't do the same mistakes and can learn quickly and ultimately grow and be more successful quickly. So this episode, I thought we'd talk all about AI, because I don't think we've actually done an episode on AI yet. Now, I am very quick to always say I'm not the expert on that side of things. And we do have a tech nerd that will know a bit more about it than any of us. But I thought I'd just talk through the really top 5 basic pros and cons of using AI for your small business, because it's something that's in everyone's mind. It's on a lot of agendas, and it's just one of those things where it will come up in conversation all the time now, and love it or hate it, it is here, it is growing, and it is coming more. So have a listen and let me know if I've missed anything. Are there any key points? We obviously share this out as teasers on Instagram, so feel free to comment on the videos there or the reels there and just let us know what you think and whether you agree or not. So, the top 5 pros of using AI. Now, the first and obvious one is cost savings. Using AI can make you more efficient, whether it's researching something, whether it's using it for emails, wherever it's writing something. You might be trying to create some terms and conditions or a privacy policy. There is so much that it can help you with, and if it can save you time, then it's 100% saving you money. The second pro, which I don't know if I sit on the fence a bit with this one, but the second pro is chatbots on your website. So customer service wise, and things like ManyChat on Instagram can answer things for you. They can do things more effectively, answer things, and get back to your customers for you, which if you look at some social media platforms, they will rate you on how quickly you reply to your customers. So, and there are AI platforms, apps, ways of working that can do this for you. Now, I don't know about you, but when I go on a website, I tell you what, I am old school. I like to pick up the phone and speak to people. But when I go on a website, I'm always keen to talk to a real person. So when I get a chatbot, which is normally on much, much bigger corporations and bigger companies, I'm kind of gutted. And as a small business, and I suppose it's me being a small business owner as well, I'm not expecting an answer straight away. I'm not expecting you to be sat on your website or sat on your social media just waiting for someone to DM and message you. However, if you do have quite a lot of traffic for your website and the same frequently asked questions, then absolutely a chatbot will make life so much easier, because so many people will ask the same questions. So if you can point them in the right direction, they get the answer they want, and it saved you time. You've not even had to deal with it. So that is the pro with chatbots. Third one, which I briefly mentioned, is analysing data. So AI is very, very good at analysing what kind of data you're putting into it. It can do wonders, and very, very quickly. If you think way back of having to search through data, and sometimes using Excel as well, but depending what it is and how you're creating charts and graphs and tables, ChatGPT or similar can do that so quickly for you. and give you the results that you need to make decisions. So you can use it, and it will ultimately, again, going back to those cost savings that you can make, but it will efficiently and effectively analyze that data for you. And it's always the most up-to-date data. When I say up-to-date data, it is what is in Google or what you have fed it. So you need to make sure the actual original data is correct. But 100%, it will do that so much quicker and more efficiently, and provide the correct charts, graphs, tables, whatever you need. If you're analysing data for a presentation or to talk through something or helping out, we do a lot of analysing data from social media and results and seeing how content works. So we can plug that all in. And if you notice, Instagram, for example, will do a month recap. It's doing that already. That is all AI. So use it for that 100%, but it's only as good as what you put into it. So you need to kind of be aware of that. Another pro is your marketing and that market research. So finding out and what the key trends are. So you think of trawling through and finding out how best to market your business, what blog post to put out, what to put on your website, what social media post to be, what platform is best for your industry. You can use AI to make all those decisions for you and have the most up-to-date marketing. What's working really well in your industry? What's working really well for you as a business, whether it's your local area, whether it's national, whether it's international. AI can 100% help with that. And there's so many prompts that you can put in to just find out what's the top 5 posts that will be successful for my business, what will make my business go viral, what will be the best blog post for SEO on my website to write this week. All of that can give you, AI will give you those answers and even write it for you, to be fair. It writes captions for you, it's write blog posts for you. Again, it's what you put into it, so you still have to fact check it, you still have to make sure it's your tone of voice, but you think of how much time we put into finding those trends and getting that information so we can put out the best marketing for our business and within our industry. And the 5th pro, very, very similar, are trends and risks. What are the trends in your business? What are the trends in your industry? What are the risks to your business? Can you look ahead? Have there been key trends? Maybe it's seasonality, maybe it's customer behavior, whatever it might be, AI can 100% help with that. Imagine having like a crystal ball to tell you potentially what will be happening in the next 1, 3 or 5 years' time, to know exactly what's going to be going on in your business. And I think that's really, really important. And whilst it might be really, really difficult because it feels at the moment we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but to have an idea of your business, of your industry, what your competitors are doing locally, what's happening, we would have never been able to amass that kind of information before. And AI can do that so quickly for you. So now we go on to the cons. What are the 5 cons of AI? Because I feel a bit like AI for small business is a bit like Marmite. People love it or hate it. People have heard scare stories, so they hate it. People just use it and have flung themselves into it and they absolutely love it and wouldn't do without it. So let us know what you think, but what do you think of the 5 pros? And now we'll move on to the 5 cons. The first one being the complexity of it. AI is not necessarily easy. It's another form of technology that's moved into our businesses. It's another thing that we need to consider and use. And if you're not tech-minded, if you don't understand it, it's like us with business support. Could you do your admin yourselves? 100%. Could you do your social media yourself? Yes, completely. We could teach you how to do it if you're not sure. However, people ask us to do it because we can do it more effectively, more efficiently, and it saves people time to use on their craft, their business, the core thing of what they want to do. And AI comes down the same. Some people are very, very much very good at going, just use AI to do it. Just put it into this. Just use this app. Just do that. And just do this is very easy for them to say if they use it every day, if they've done the research on it. It's not very easy for some small business owners to never feel left out or behind, because it can be really, really complex and it's not easy at all. And especially when you're getting into different images, videos, because it can create anything and everything for you. But again, it's specifically what you put into it. And if you're not putting the right information in, you will not get the right information out of it. Which leads us nicely on to number 2, data dependent. AI is so data dependent. If you're not putting the right information in, if it's left to, say, Google AI, for example, it won't necessarily have exactly the right information. I Googled something the other day, Google AI came up, and it was very out of date data. It wasn't up to date relevant data. And if I had not fact checked, I would have used that not knowing that I'm passing on information that was factually incorrect. So it's really, really important to know where it's getting its data from. Some forms of AI, you're feeding it. So it could be you can tell it to use your tone of voice. You could tell it to use a professional tone of voice. You could tell it all about your business. It can research your social media platforms and your websites to really get a picture of you. And that's really, really important to do, because the more it knows, the more data you can feed it, the more correct it will be. But if you don't, and you just put something quick in it, because it's not Google, you cannot use it as Google, it will straight away come back with something that's, as I say, out of date or irrelevant. The other issue you have on the side note of that is that it can be exactly the same as what someone else has put in. If I just put into ChatGPT, please write me a blog post all about the 5 top platforms of social media, and I cut and pasted the results of that on something, someone else could do that too. That's quite a common question that people will put in. So you need to feed it a bit more, because if you don't, we're all going to end up with exactly the same information as everywhere else. The third con of it is a common worry about it, which is job displacement. AI is going to take our jobs. So you could say that what we do, a lot of AI will take our jobs. Personally, I don't think the human element will ever go out of that, and I think we're going to go with waves on this. However, yes, it can take away some jobs. There are some jobs that straight away, like market research, for example, because some people will be able to do it themselves. Same with writing social media captions, writing blog posts. There are some technical jobs that AI, yes, can 100% take over but it comes back to the person using it. So yes, it's a massive con in that way, because we don't want AI instead of humans. But yes, in some roles, it can take away those job roles. And number 4, then on the flip side of that, we get over reliance on it. So imagine you've used AI to the point, and because the highest cost and time to a manager or a small business is staff. It's people that work for you. So if you can get down your staff costs, you're absolutely onto a winner. So yes, people will use it for job displacement, just to cut costs. Okay, that's one issue. However, you can do that to the point where all you've got is AI and you're so over-reliant on it. A bit like, we don't have perfect Wi-Fi everywhere. So I talked to a client yesterday and they had no Wi-Fi all weekend because of the bad weather. So what would you do then? Because if you haven't got all the jobs have gone, so all the humans have gone, and then AI's not working. So where do you go from here? It's over-reliance on it. And also going back to the repeat of it doing the same thing. And the more we use it, if you think, the more human interaction that goes away from things, the less different opinions, ways of working, the tone of voice, you just lose all of that, and we will end up being a cut and paste same as everyone else. And that's really what no one wants, because then the 5th con is customer distrust. If you're not different, if you're not stand out, if you are the same as everyone else, customers are more and more and more going to start distrusting people. When you're talking to a human, it's very, very easy to get that tone of voice, get how people work, get what people are saying. When you're talking to AI, ever feel like that computer says no problem, it's exactly that. And you go round and round and round in circles and you're not getting an answer. And straight away, customers lose their faith, trust, loyalty in your business. And that's a really, really key part, because if you've built up trust and loyalty in your business, you have absolutely marketing gold, because people recommend you. Word of mouth won't be a problem. Having people having more new business from recommendations coming in will be absolutely amazing. And that's everything to a business. So it's a really fine balance. And I guess that's it in summary of listening to all those pros, all those cons. Let me know what I've missed, because there are loads more. But this was really a top line feeler for AI out there, and especially AI in small businesses, because huge businesses will have more of the complexities nailed. They'll have more of the cons ironed out, so they get more pros out of it. But let me know if I've missed anything, because I've got a real balanced view of it. Yes, we do use AI at Breakout, but we're really, really careful with it. I don't want to become a cookie cutter and the same as everybody else and not give different answers. And the biggest thing, and I suppose the most beneficial thing that Breakout brings to all the clients we work with, is us. It's that human element. It's our knowledge. It's our experience. And that's something that AI can absolutely not replace or take away from anyone. So, as always, let me know what you think. If you're debating and talking about AI, please share this episode with someone and let us know. And as always, like and subscribe, because it makes a huge difference to a small business like us. And thanks for listening.